Joking. We can't see your face. There he is. Hey,
everybody, it's me, Joking Bowers.
So the goal of today is to make mussels in Alfredo sauce. Now, I understand that is a very unorthodox meal to make.
Thank God I don't have to be in one of Frank's videos. No!
Breaking news! A new episode of Let's Be Frank starting now!
Hello all! As you can see, today things are a little bit different. Normally when I do a cooking video, we're in my house using my oven and whatnot, but similar to my grilling fruits video, we are going to be using a grill today, and I don't have one. So that's why we're here, in Paul's house. He is our special guest for today, and if you would...
I don't have a grill either.
We're going to be using a completely random grill we find out in the wild. Right, Paul?
No, it's our apartment's grill. So
Right, exactly.
We don't technically own it, but it's okay.
It's usable. People who live around here are allowed to use that grill.
Community grill.
The community grill, exactly. And what exactly are we going to be grilling today?
So we're going to be cooking picanha. It's the sirloin cap. It's got a lot of fat on it, as you can see. But if I were to flip it around, it would just look like a regular steak that you would find. It's a really good steak. Particularly today, we're going to be cooking it. It's more of a Brazilian style, where it's kind of the slices. We're going to season it with rock salt, and then a little bit of black pepper, and then throw it on the grill. Hopefully we can get that fat cap right there, nice and crispy. Get it nice and seasoned, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, so not a lot really needed to prepare it. It's a nice and simple recipe today. And we're also going to be grilling this bell pepper, a jalapeno, and explain what the corn is called and what it's for, because I cannot remember the name.
Give it a guess.
Isanya? Did I get it right?
Elote.
I got the E correct. Close enough.
That's the only thing.
That's the only. That's okay. It's something.
So yeah, elote corn is. Have you ever watched Nacho Libre?
Yes, I have. Pretty recently, actually.
Remember that part where he throws the corn into the guy's eye?
Te crece.
Yes.
That's elote.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
So it's a ear of corn that's grilled, so you get nice little black kernels on it. You're gonna add a little bit of mayo to it. Usually they'll use like any kind of mayo, but this is like a kewpie mayo, so it's a Japanese mayo.
Nice.
It's got like a really good lemon flavor in it. And then we're gonna add paprika, and then also cotija cheese. And we also have a couple of peppers, a jalapeno or a green bell pepper that we're gonna grill with the steak too.
And with that, shall we go ahead and start the preparations?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do with the steak is we're gonna slice it into like inch-thick slices or so, and then throw them on the skewers with a little bit of the peppers.
So, Paul, what do?
Well, Frank, so what we're gonna be doing is slicing it into inch-thick pieces, inch-thick slices, and then we're gonna put those on skewers, dip the fat cap into rock salt, and then season the sides with a little bit of black pepper.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. Inch thick.
Do it like actually a little bit thicker.
Okay.
Right there, yeah. Perfect.
Oh man, it's such a sharp knife. Literally like cutting butter. Ooh, that does look really nice. I'm like about that thick. It's a little bit thicker than an inch.
That's good. Yeah.
All right.
You can hold the steak too.
Steak.
You don't have to be afraid of it.
I'm not afraid of the steak.
It looks like it.
He's a friend. I think it's a very therapeutic experience, sawing the steak.
I can see that.
You're laughing at me and my methods. Is this a thick enough piece, or should I cut this one as well?
No, that'll be fine, because we're gonna put it on the skewers. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna roll it like that and then put the skewer through.
Have you made this for me before?
I haven't made it this way. This is the first time I've made it on skewers in this particular way before. This is the traditional Brazilian way to do it, is doing it on skewers where it's rounded like that. But
all right,
I think it'll be really good. I've been doing it for a while, so
great.
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
All right, and so now that it's all cut up, we're gonna be starting by putting the fat ends, you said, in the salt?
Yes, well, before we do that, actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna score this fat cap right here.
All right.
Just so you can see, it's gonna look somewhat like that. You have a little scoring in there, somewhere where the seasonings can get in and sit in there a little bit while you're grilling it.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Is that like,
Let me get it from that end.
that about good?
You can go a little bit deeper, but yeah.
All right. And as we continue to score the meat, probably gonna cut away for a minute and cut back as soon as we're done. All right, we've got everything all nice and scored. As you can see, there's a lot of nice little cuts in there. And now it's time to dip the fat ends in the salt.
Try to bend it out a little bit so you can open those little spots that we cut into.
Right.
And then you're just gonna run it through the rock salt like that.
Amazing.
There's gonna be a lot on there, but it's okay because some of it will fall off while we're grilling.
Right. Very nice. Very nice. All right, and then you said a little bit of pepper on the side.
A little bit of black pepper on the sides.
Now that they're all nice and peppered, we are going to focus on the corns for a minute.
Yes.
Okay.
We should go wash our hands though.
That's an excellent idea. Raw meat, no good.
I bet you can't do this whole next shot holding this in your mouth.
Get that on camera, actually.
Hold on, wait. Hold that to the camera. What is Frank doing?
It's like the biggest piece of rock salt there was.
Is Frank gonna put it in his mouth now?
Yeah, Paul just said he bets that I can't do the whole next shot with this in my mouth. So let's do it. Salty. Oh my god. So, for the next step, we're gonna be just wrapping the corn in the tin foil. So individually wrapping?
Yes, individually.
Okay, so just not a very big. Oh, you're a good friend.
Yeah. Aaron does.
Yeah, Aaron put the same piece of salt in your mouth. Why is it on almost every taboo foods they end up, not every, but end up hacking something up? Freaking lemon rinds. Since we got all the meat skewered, the pepper's gonna have its own skewer, and we have the corn cobbed.
Nature did that for you.
Yeah, it wasn't my own original joke. We're gonna go turn the grill on and put the food on the grill.
After it heats up.
After it heats up. Because we've
Excellent idea, Paul.
we made that mistake before in the grilling fruits video. I don't know if we said it on camera, but Jokum, Aaron, and I, all three of us, didn't think to turn the heat up on the grill.
Okay, actually,
That's why nothing is grilling properly.
actually, hold on. For the record, for the record, I wasn't the one doing it, and I was the one who suggested, guys, did you turn the heat up? And you were like, wait a second, we probably should have done that. For the record.
It's Jokum's fault. He can't say otherwise.
It's totally Jokum's fault.
fault.
Jokum sucks.
What an idiot.
Jokum is horrible.
To the grill.
To the grill.
Oh no. Mistakes are made.
Oh no.
Oh no, hold on, get it back up.
Oh no.
Aaron, stop filming. We have started cooking the meats and the peppers, and once those are done cooking, since it won't take as long, then we'll move on to the corn, right?
Yes.
Yes, just making sure. And yeah, so we're pretty much just waiting on it to get nice and hot right now. We'll routinely update you with how it's coming out. Already, it's getting browner than it was when we first started.
That's the idea, Frank.
Oh, it's getting nice and crispy.
It's on fire.
Don't say that too loud. People are gonna think we started a fire.
Frank started a fire!
The pepper's cooking very nicely. The jalapeno looks great. As you can see, the closer you get, the meat is just dripping. And it looks incredible. The salt is just sticking to the meat. What's the problem?
The drips are catching fire, so I have to turn. I'm gonna turn this burner as low as I can.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't catch fire again. But if we see a lot of smoke, I'm gonna check it. The one thing you want to do whenever you're searing a steak is you want to make sure it's kind of dried off a little bit, because when there's liquid on the outside, it's not going to sear as well, and you're not going to get that crispy crust on the outside.
Right.
So I'm just going to dab them a little bit. Oh yeah.
Agreed.
And while that side's searing, I'm going to just make sure I pat the other side dry, because I'm going to flip them around and get that side really crispy too.
Yum, yum.
I don't want to lick it, but I would smell it if you want.
Do whatever you gotta do, Frank.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. Oh, man, wow. That is incredibly good. It's so moist and it doesn't taste over salted. It's like perfectly salted.
Yeah, we got that fat cap nice and crispy. We got the corn all grilled up. We're gonna roll that in mayonnaise, paprika, and cotija cheese. You have the elote corn, and we got our grilled peppers here. So we're all ready to go.
It's gonna be so good.
The only thing I wish that we had though, and I forgot to make this, was a chimichurri. Chimichurri is a sauce that's made from like oil, vinegar, and a lot of different peppers. But I just didn't have the time to get the stuff for the sauce. But
that's okay, because regardless, this is gonna be great. The chimichurri would only add to the flavor.
yeah.
I think Stevie stopped it.
This is part of the video. Frank, you can just edit this part. How did you? Oh my god! Oh my gosh! What's going on?
I'm so confused and upset. I joke.
I made chimichurri for your cringe video. You thought you could get rid of me?
Yeah, I thought I could replace you.
Oh, I'm gonna be insulted. That looks good.
Did you know about this, Aaron?
Did he?
No.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Well, not as surprised as you,
like
but
a week.
Yeah, I joke.
Hey Frank, how are you?
Joke.
Hey audience.
The vulture strikes again. All right.
okay. I'm cutting this. I'm cutting it.
So I was completely blindsided by Jokum showing up. I genuinely had no idea he was going to be here. And Paul was talking about this, what's it called again?
Oh, it's called
Chimichurri. And he was talking about it all day, even before we started filming, about how he wishes he had it, how he'd be so much better with it. And lo and behold, it's been here the whole time. Wonderful. I'm glad we're going to be able to eat this meal to its fullest, but we still have just a little bit of preparation left to go. So, Paul, take it away. What's next?
Yeah, so for the elote we're gonna make, what we have to do is we have to roll it through mayonnaise. I know that sounds weird, but we're gonna add more to it. So you're gonna roll it, get a light coating of mayonnaise on the outside. You're gonna sprinkle a little bit of paprika on the outside after that, and then you're gonna take the cotija cheese and sprinkle that on top of it.
Awesome. All right, the meat's all cut, the pepper's cut, the corn's all done. So before we dig into the main course, I do just want to take a big bite of this jalapeno and just see just how hot and delicious it is. So, you seem very excited about this.
I want to see you bite this jalapeno.
What other surprises are in store for you?
I hope there's no surprises inside a
What
jalapeno.
funny zany juice could be injected into this jalapeno? Nothing, it's just a jalapeno.
That's very good. Very well cooked. But now it's time for the main course. Let's get some meat on this plate.
Indeed. Joking.
Ooh.
Take a couple little bits here. All right. Earlier, before we knew you were going to be here,
I'll get a spoon.
we did take a little taste test of the meat right by the grill. So now comes full force what it's meant to taste like with its dressing. So now it is the best part of all my cooking videos. It is time officially
For it to
the
end.
taste for the taste test. Are we ready?
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1.
One.
Oh my. Wow. You're so right. The chimichurri adds so much flavor.
A lot of good herbs in there.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of spice.
I mentioned earlier how the meat was so juicy and so full of flavor on its own, but to add the chimichurri to it, it just makes it even better. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, okay.
That's really nice.
That is very nice. I'm not normally the biggest fan of corn, but this is good.
It's like a street corn? Is that the idea?
Yeah, the elote.
Wow. This is perfect. This is all very, very good. I'm just gonna take a quick bite of the pepper real quick. That can be its own thing.
Eat it with the steak.
Yeah, grilled bell peppers. Or to die for. Well, this is absolutely amazing. This is such a success. And since we all are very eager to get into eating, I'm gonna say, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, why don't you give it a like? Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of these two, because pretty soon I want to have them back on again. And not for a cooking video this time. Something new, something unique, and something fun. So with all that being said, once again, thanks for watching, and do it with me, boys. Until next time.